Hello, and welcome to this new lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to learn how to introduce ourselves in English. As always, you can find the full lesson in the PDF file linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Today, we're going to learn how to introduce yourself in English. Clearly, naturally, and with confidence. This might sound like an easy topic, but in reality, many learners find it a little stressful or uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to introduce yourself without any warning, in a classroom, at a new job, during an interview, or even in front of a group. That can be difficult, especially if you don't feel prepared. So, in this lesson, I'll guide you through 10 essential steps. By the end, you'll be able to create and practice your own introduction. Let's get started. Let's begin with the first step, saying hello. You can use formal greetings like hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. These are useful when you don't know the people well, or when the situation is more serious or professional. For informal situations, you can use greetings like hi, hey, hi there, or how's it going. These are common among friends, classmates, or people your own age. In American English, you may also hear things like what's up, or what's good, but only use those if they feel natural to you. Remember that good night is not a greeting. It's something we say when we are leaving, usually before going to bed. If it's nighttime and you are meeting someone, say good evening instead. Good evening. Next, we introduce our name. There are 3 common ways to say your name in English. Each one is used in slightly different situations. Let's look at the structure and when to use them. Use I am plus name to speak clearly or formally. Example, I am Sarah. This form is full and clear. It's a good choice if you're introducing yourself in a formal situation, or if you're speaking slowly for better understanding. For example, in a job interview, or when speaking to someone who is not a native speaker. Use I'm plus name to sound natural and conversational. Example, I'm Sarah. This is the most common way to introduce yourself in everyday conversation. The contraction I'm sounds friendly and relaxed. Use it in casual situations, when meeting classmates, colleagues, or new friends. Use my name is plus name to be polite and complete. Examples are, my name is Sarah. This is a polite and slightly more formal way to introduce yourself. It's often used in professional settings, at conferences, or when meeting someone for the first time. So, choose a version that fits the situation. Let's move to the third step, location. How to talk about your place of origin. The most common way is to use the structure. I'm from, plus the name of a place. For example, I'm from Istanbul. I'm from Toronto. If you want to sound a bit more formal, you can use I come from plus place. For example, I come from a small town near Madrid, or I come from a historic town in Eastern Germany. If your birthplace is different from where you grew up, you can say, I was born in Canada, but raised in France. Or, I was born in Tokyo and grew up in Melbourne. Now, let's talk about your job. How to explain what you do in English. We usually use the verb work, but this verb can be followed by different prepositions, depending on what exactly you want to say. Let's look at the 3 most common cases. Number 1, use work at or work for. plus the company. We use work at or work for when we want to say the name of the company, school, or place. Examples: I work at a hospital. I work for Google. She works at a local bakery. Both at and for are correct. Number 2. Use work in plus a general field or sector. We use work in when we want to talk about the type of work or the industry. Examples: I work in education. She works in finance. He works in the medical field. So remember, if you are speaking about your field, use work in. Number 3. Use work as plus your specific job title. If you want to say what your job is, use work as followed by the role or profession. Examples: I work as a teacher. They work as freelance writers. This shows exactly what your role is in your company or your field. Now let's see how to talk about your education in English. In fact, there are 3 ways for this. Number 1, if you are still studying, use this structure. I'm about to graduate in plus subject. This means you are finishing your studies very soon. Here's some examples. I'm about to graduate in chemistry. I'm about to graduate in international business. You can also say, I'm studying plus subject. Here are some examples. I'm studying law. I'm studying computer science. Both are correct and useful when you are still at university or college. Number 2. If you have already finished your studies, there are different ways to say what you studied in the past. You can say, I'm a plus subject plus graduate. I'm a journalism graduate. I'm a biology graduate. Or, I have a degree in subject. I have a degree in economics. I have a degree in architecture. All of these forms are used to describe your education history. Number 3. If you want to mention the type of degree, sometimes you want to explain the level or type of your degree. You can say, I have a BA in philosophy. I have a master's degree in economics. I have a PhD in physics. These structures help the listener understand what kind of diploma or certificate you received. Now, let's look at how to talk about your family in English, for example, when introducing yourself to classmates or friends. Structure 1. I'm from a family of plus number. This is the correct way to say how many people are in your family. I'm from a family of 4. I'm from a family of 5. Pay attention. Don't say, we are 4 in my family. That's a common mistake. It's not correct in English. You can also say, we are a family of 4. This structure is also correct and natural. Structure 2. I'm one of plus number plus siblings. This structure is useful to say how many children there are in your family. The word siblings means brothers and sisters together, without saying the gender. Examples. I'm one of 3 siblings. Means that you have 2 brothers or sisters. I'm one of 5 siblings. Means that you come from a big family. You have 4 brothers or sisters. Here, an easy question. How do you say that you are 6 brothers and sisters in total? Good. I'm one of 6 siblings. If you have no brothers or sisters, how do you say it in English? Write your answer in the comments. Okay, let's continue. Now let's talk about how to speak about your interests and hobbies in English. This part is very useful when you want to make conversation, meet new people, or add something personal to your self-introduction. I will give you 2 easy formulas to express your interests. I really enjoy plus noun or ing verb. Example, I really enjoy photography. I really enjoy playing the guitar. I'm a big fan of plus noun or ing verb. Example, I'm a big fan of documentaries. I'm a big fan of cooking shows. These forms are simple and friendly, perfect for informal conversations. All right, everyone. That's the end of today's lesson. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah. I was born in the UK, but I grew up in Toronto. I'm one of 3 siblings. I'm from Toronto, and I'm an English teacher. I work as a content creator for YouTube. I have a degree in communication. I'm passionate about photography, and I'm a big fan of documentaries and jazz music. Now it's your turn. Please introduce yourselves in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more English lessons. Thank you, and see you next time.